Hey everybody, welcome back to WWE 12 Universe. You're watching ECW. I'm your host, Jitch, and tonight we continue the build to Elimination Chamber, but also the Hardcore Championship is on the line. We've had one superstar demand a title shot tonight. No idea who that's going to be, but they're going to be facing Goldust for the gold tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Approaching the ring from El Paso, Texas, weighing 215 pounds, Chavo Guerrero.
Chavo Guerrero coming out first here tonight on ECW. As announced last week, we're going to be having a one-on-one match between him and Sin Cara, same as we did last week. Apparently they've got a score to settle between the two of them. Sin Cara says he wants to force an apology out of Chavo for leaving him behind, for not letting him know he was coming back, for not letting him know he was De Niro, but most of all, for disrespecting him with a victory over him in a contenders match, only to lose to Jack Swagger. Sin Cara says he wants to get retribution against his friend. It won't be even until Sin Cara has defeated Chavo Guerrero. Well, we'll see if Sin Cara can do that tonight. Chavo has definitely been on a roll. He's 2-0 against Sin Cara so far. Right now, Chavo does have some time to kill as he's back here in ECW, but his buddy DiBiase, as well as Mason, Ryan, and Kozlov, they'll be facing off in the Elimination Chamber. Chavo's got to sit that one out.
And his opponent from Mexico City, Mexico, weighing 196 pounds, Sin Cara.
I really feel like McMahon is enjoying watching something kind of crumble for Chavo Guerrero. One of DiBiase's representatives, as Sin Cara has clearly turned his back on his old friend. He's insistent that he just wants to make things even and make things right, but it feels like it's getting a little bit personal. We'll say this is the third time these two have faced off against each other. But maybe this will be the last, with any luck. Maybe they'll finally be able to find some peace with each other. Excuse me. I'll let them resolve their issues. Sin Cara and Chavo Guerrero facing off against each other tonight. Of course, our main event for tonight: Vladimir Kozlov versus Brodus Clay. Two absolute big boys facing off in the main event once again for the second week in a row. Next week, though, Ted DiBiase and Jack Swagger, the team captains of each team at Elimination Chamber, they will be facing off one-on-one in our main event next week, the final ECW before Elimination Chamber. I, for one, can't wait to see what happens when they face off against each other. Sin Cara now coming off the ropes, catches Chavo Guerrero with a bulldog. Elimination Chamber's card coming together quite nicely, if you ask me. We are watching plenty of action take place in anticipation for the final stop before WrestleMania comes your way. Second ever WrestleMania, of course. WrestleMania, the one time of the year where every championship from every brand is up for grabs. No matter how many championships that may end up being, we will keep finding room for more matches. I believe that means that we'll have 4 matches from Raw, 2 from ECW, and 5 from SmackDown. No, 4 from SmackDown. I forgot they don't have a Women's Championship on there anymore. There's a 10-match show coming your way, WrestleMania. And one match already confirmed for WrestleMania that I'm really looking forward to. The Light Heavyweight Championship 6-man match. Whether it be Evan Bourne or someone else, that championship going to be up for grabs high above the ring in a ladder match. I'm sure they're going to deliver in that one. And these two would have been a natural fit for that had they not been here on ECW. Of course, the draft is the next night beginning after WrestleMania, and you never know where these two are going to end up. I don't know if DiBiase's superstars are necessarily draftable is the only thing. I think they may be locked down to sticking with Ted DiBiase, one would have to assume.
WWE fans in each and every one of them are having a great time tonight. And he escapes the hold.
Maybe it's just if DiBiase gets drafted, then you get 4 people instead of 1 with him. That person right there, they're getting excited for the draft. Well, you still got a good way to go. We're in the middle of February. The draft is like the start of April. It's not too far, but it's not too... It's not... Wait. It's not too far, but it's not too close. Yeah, that was correct. That didn't sound right when I was going to say it initially. Very curious to find out who it is that is challenging for the Hardcore Championship. We'll be finding out about that next. One man who has said that it is not him is the Raw General Manager Mick Foley, who is insistent he's got his sights set on the ECW Championship, and he may just be coming for whoever's the champion at WrestleMania. He is insistent he is going to get that shot. I think Mick Foley's still got a ways to go before he gets that championship match, but he really feels that it's coming his way, and I don't really want to be the one to take that away from him.
These guys are giving it absolutely everything they've got.
Drop kick to the back and Sin Cara. Oh wow, that move actually worked. That's what it looks like when it connects. We saw the retirement of 2 legends on Monday Night Raw. The end of their careers for Demolition, Axe, and Smash. They will not be coming back. At least for another 8 or 9 years. I don't know about 10, but I got a funny feeling they won't be coming back in 10 years either. We have seen the last of Demolition for now. Possibly forever. Nice move by Sin Cara there. Let's say he's getting a little bit more aggressive with each one of these matches against Chavo Guerrero. The guy's clearly got it out against his former friend. I think in a way, whether he'll admit it or not, a part of Sin Cara is just jealous that Chavo Guerrero has been making it so much further along in his career than Sin Cara. Chavo is beginning to become a lot more loved by the fans, and he's definitely going a further distance with his career right now, in part to that. So we're going to go for something big here. Sin Cara able to reverse. He's been very much on the offense in this matchup. If he just had a better finishing move, Sin Cara might actually stand a chance of winning this one. That arm move just ain't going to get the job done though, I'm afraid. And he boots Chavo Guerrero off. And Sin Cara, here it comes. No, wait. Oh, no. Oh! That would have been a perfect opportunity to pin, but, you know, what do I know? That was actually kind of cool. Yeah, Chavo's not looking too good. On the top rope. Chavo going to be able to fight back. This is a man who holds victories over people like Mason Ryan and Ezekiel Jackson. You'd think Chavo Guerrero would be able to make slighter work of Sin Cara in comparison, but here we are.
Oh, Chavo's gonna take him on a ride here.
Oh, here we go. This came out of nowhere. In honor of Uncle Eddie, Chavo Guerrero connecting with the 3 amigos, and here comes that finishing move of his, the Gory Bomb.
What incredible impact.
Pin him. Good. I hate when they don't pin up the finishes as well. And Sin Cara takes his 3rd loss to Chavo Guerrero. And I don't know why Chavo's acting like that with such easy work. Sin Cara got a lot of offense in this match.
Here is your winner, Chavo Guerrero.
Well, maybe now we'll stop poking the bear and trying to pick fights with him. What the hell? No. Nah, not today, WWE 12. Well, I don't even know what the fuck that alliance is, but not today.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match, and is for the Hardcore Championship. Approaching the ring, the Hardcore Champion, Goldust.
Well, Goldust was requested to face off against someone tonight for the Hardcore Championship, but one of the scariest things is he has absolutely no idea who he's up against. There's been no rumors, no confirmation, no nothing. Just someone out back drove a hard bargain. They said they wanted a shot, and it was an undisputable that they definitely earned one. So here tonight, Goldust has got to step into the mystery. I mean, generally that's what he's doing with these hardcore title matches anyway. He's been a great hardcore champion thus far. In a way, I'd hate to see that reign come to an end, but you never know who he's up against. That makes things a lot harder. I will say one thing real quick. The reason Chavo and Cara even had a match is because it kept doing it as a remarkable match, and I thought it kind of made sense at the time. I think I've learned my lesson about remarkable matches. Just don't give in. Oh boy.
Introducing the challenger, the champion of champions, the Big Show.
Well, good luck, Goldust. To be fair, Big Show, the champion of champions, said many times back in October, could have been the man to single-handedly pick up an entire victory for ECW back at Bragging Rights. So when he went out back and said, I want a shot at the Hardcore Championship, he had every right to. And you know why? Because he gave up the Hardcore Championship. This man never actually lost the Hardcore Championship. Goldust is in for one hell of a challenge against the Big Show. But if he does overcome him, well, there's no denying it then, is there? Goldust absolutely deserves this. Especially Chavo Guerrero, because that's who Big Show gave it to. I think Goldust won it from Chavo? No. Someone squashed Chavo in like 2 days, and it wasn't Goldust. And then Goldust won it, and I think he's just held it for a surprisingly long amount of time for the Hardcore Championship. I think he might be the longest reigning Hardcore Champion by now. If not, he is incredibly close. This is going to be a really tough matchup for Goldust, though. Good luck. You're going to need it. And speaking of things that people are going to need, I've had a message. SARIA'S thirsty, and she's in another room and doesn't want to interrupt. So enjoy your quiet for a moment whilst I go grab her something. I will not be long.
What do you have on Goldust?
Yow! Oh, did you see the force behind that? I can't believe this is a no disqualification match. We could see anything in this.
A colossal counter. Big Show.
Again, this is for the Hardcore Championship. Oh, and he lands that one. The ref gets absolutely flattened.
Championship on the line. How the heck do you get up from that?
He's still not through. Uh-oh. That'll chip your teeth. I'm not intimidated by many men, but then again, Goldust is a bit different than most men.
Yeah, but he's one of the toughest superstars in WWE. He does it again. That's not good. And there's the belly-to-belly suplex.
Oh, quick close to the gut.
And there's the elbow.
Okay. You enjoyed probably the best minute and a half of this entire video, but unfortunately I'm back and I'm talking again now. So, Goldust and the Big Show. I don't know how this one's been going down for the first minute and a half, but if I had to guess, looking at the way things are going right now, Goldust has been doing a pretty good job of fending off the Big Show. Show felt confident he was going to get that ECW Championship back. And you know what, actually, I just realized something. I think it's very underhanded what McMahon pulled when it comes to the Elimination Chamber match. You got a star-filled roster with people like Big Show and Kane and Mick Foley and Cody Rhodes. And because you don't want to give any of them an opportunity at the ECW Championship, and you'd rather protect your champion as much as possible, McMahon went for a 3-on-3 Elimination Chamber, something that's not been done before. That's not in the traditions, that's not in the rule books. He's decided to completely reinvent the Elimination Chamber as a tag match. And In doing so, he has decided that people like Big Show and Kane will not be getting an opportunity at Swagger. That Swagger won't have to go through this hellaciously difficult Elimination Chamber match to get that ECW Championship retained. And I gotta say, I find it quite despicable.
Well, I think that's about to be put to the test here. And the Crutch has entered the match.
And then he's gone as far as to put DiBiase's career at risk because he's giving him a championship match that he hasn't earned. So he has every right to do that. Finding loopholes in contracts, loopholes in ways to book matches. And obviously now Big Show, he's like, well, I don't want to just sit around on ECW doing nothing. I'm a former hardcore champion. I never got my actual title loss, let alone rematch. Give me another shot. And that's where we are here tonight. Big Show up against Goldust, clearly a man who at one point was on top of the world, one of the greatest stars that we had across all three brands, brought down to being completely unused since his return. I gotta say, absolute shame to McMahon. In a way, I hope DiBiase does win that championship. I hope McMahon gets so angry, like when the United Kingdom won everything on Raw, that he quits. ECW could benefit without McMahon in control. Any brand that's not got McMahon in charge is gonna do a lot better than one that did. Goldust with a sledgehammer right to the gut.
These men are playing Russian roulette with their careers in this environment. Now back under the ring.
There's one thing I've learned about Goldust is that this man can actually endure quite a bit of punishment. Big Show, I think, found that out the hard way as he's grabbed a steel chair. Oh, struck him right across the face.
And again he gets struck with that object.
Holy crap from these fans. The most realistic chant of all time. Holy crap. That's what fans say. Just a bunch of Peter Griffins. So many butt chins, so little time. I think they're actually supposed to be balls, based on the joke they did. We've got two chairs wedged opposing each other in each corner. I don't know what the hell is going on in this match, but I hope we see maybe even back-to-back collisions from one corner to another. That'd be kind of cool.
Big Show.
I'll choke out Goldust here. Goldust might still have this, to be fair. A hardcore match against Big Show. It's definitely where you can be a little more favorable because you can use everything surrounding the ring to your advantage. You don't just have to limit yourself to what's going on inside the ring. Look at this. Just as I said, one of those came into play at the very least. Cover him, Goldust. No? Okay, you're going to throw him in the other corner. Yes, he did it! He heard me. Now cover him, Goldust. Two heads through two chairs. Oh, okay. I would have thought that would have been the perfect opportunity to have gone for the win. Although saying that, Big Show doesn't even seem phased. Goldust holding his head after that move. That's the first one I've seen Goldust favor, and he... Oh my god! Just lifted Big Show by his head. Is he really going to go for the final cut on... Oh my god! Goldust! With a career-defining move. Pin him! Pin him! Goldust, you fool! Oh, I think Goldust may have just blown his one shot at defending the Hardcore Championship. Oh. That is not a pretty sight at this point in the match. Oh boy. Showstopper. I don't like where this is going. Big Show calling for it. Here it comes. WMD. Right in the face. That's gotta be it. And Big Show doing exactly what Goldust did. Drops him with a finisher and then just lays it. Goldust, what? Where are they finding this energy? Get that stick away from them. My god, they could just be covered in welts coming out of this one.
Big Show is in control of this match, and he knows it. Big Show.
Big Show. I think the next man to go for a pin at any given point has got this one in the bag. There it is. Good night, Goldust. I'd be very surprised. But yeah. Just as I said, the next guy to go for a pin had this. Credit where due, Goldust went down swinging. That was not just your simple loss of the Hardcore Championship. Goldust really fought for that.
And the new Hardcore Champion, the Big Show.
Well, Big Show is now a two-time Hardcore Champion. Something only Mick Foley had the rights to say he was in the past. And Big Show, it may not be the ECW Championship, but I'll tell you what, he's going to at least have to be booked on the show now as the Hardcore Champion. Big congrats to the big man on winning this Hardcore Championship, getting things a little bit more in order for him. Make sure to leave votes, please. Eventually I'll be able to respond. And there's going to be such a mass building of times you guys have voted for the last like 4 weeks that I've recorded in advance. So just make sure to just keep piling them on as we move towards our main event now. Brodus Clay and Vladimir Kozlov one-on-one once again. Here we go.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Approaching the ring from Moscow, weighing 302 pounds,
Vladimir Kozlov, the first ever Hardcore Champion, the man that put that championship we just saw being competed for on the map, now comes into the ring here tonight. His main event. We've seen him face off against Brodus Clay a few times in the past, but here tonight, it just feels real important. Excuse me. I just don't know how else to describe it, but it feels like a real important matchup.
and his opponent representing the powerhouse from Pasadena, California, weighing 367 pounds, Brodus Clay.
Brodus Clay has been such an important part of ECW in recent weeks. Really put his name on the map when he won. When he aligned himself with the powerhouse. He has been an important part. He has been Jack Swagger's right-hand man, more so than Jackson, I'd say. There almost seems to be a favourite between the two. Brodus has been the determining factor on whether or not people have been able to qualify for contenders matches and all kinds of stuff. He's kind of the gatekeeper to a lot of things. I believe at the moment Ezekiel Jackson won last week, so the scoreboard sits at 1 in favour of the powerhouse and Swagger. We'll see if DiBiase's posse can pick up the victory here tonight.
There's the bell, and you can feel that electricity. This is what WWE.
Oh, big strike to the face. So interested to see where the ECW Championship will lie at WrestleMania, who will be competing for it, who will be the champion. Next Sunday at Elimination Chamber, that championship on the line for the first time ever in a in a 6-man tag match, where the winning team's captain will be determined the champion, meaning that they don't even have to be in the match to get that victory. And is Vladimir Kozlov, Ted DiBiase, and Mason Ryan up against Jack Swagger, Brodus Clay, and Ezekiel Jackson.
Big move coming.
And Swagger could literally retain the championship by Clay last eliminating, say, Mason Ryan. That doesn't have to have anything to do with Ted DiBiase.
These elbows are head.
Or vice versa, DiBiase could win the championship with Kozlov last eliminating Jackson. It doesn't have to have anything to do with the two people that would be the champions.
Debilitating impact to the spine and back. Brodus Clay is in control early.
Big elbows to the face. Giant headbutt to the back of the head of Brodus Clay as Kozlov
Granite-like fist of Kozlov. He's taking
laying
control
into
again.
Brodus. ECW could become a very barren place following Elimination Chamber if DiBiase and the posse lose that big upcoming match at Elimination Chamber, because not only do we lose Ted DiBiase, but that means that it's the release of Vladimir Kozlov, Chavo, Guerrero, and Mason Ryan. A hell of a lot of people falling off of ECW if that were to happen.
Directly delivered to the back. And Brodus Clay winds up on the receiving end of a heavy shot. Got the arm up.
Into the corner goes Kozlov. Brodus Clay in control of this one. We've seen matches between these two go both ways in the past, but generally Kozlov seems to be the one that comes out on top. Kozlov is someone that a lot of people felt was kind of the slept-on member of the Powerhouse back in its original incarnation. Whilst Brodus Clay and Mason Ryan would often do the bidding of McMahon, you'd find that Kozlov would be off doing his own thing, whether it be winning the Hardcore Championship or otherwise. I think Kozlov is also a two-time Hardcore Champion. I said that Big Show joins Mick Foley as a two-time. I think Kozlov also is a two-time champion. I might be wrong, but I think he is.
And Brodus comes rolling back.
Brodus is looking for something big here.
Into the corner drops Kozlov. Brodus Clay really trying to get that bit of offense in. So interested to see what happens when Jack Swagger and Ted DiBiase collide next week. More interested as well in that Elimination Chamber match. I just don't know how that one's going to play out. Who's going to be the first two in the ring? What if it ends up being that Jackson and Swagger are the people who get number 1 and 2? Do they just have to sit by and wait? How is Swagger, how are Jackson or Clay going to feel if they retain the championship for Swagger? I can't imagine that's going to be the best feeling in the world.
I don't think so. Brodus Clay. Oh, look at this. That could break your back. Not this time.
I can break your back if you want.
And he gets into the ropes. And he does it one more time. No wasted motion by Kozlov, who studied for years the frozen confines that was the Soviet athletic machine.
Soviet? More like so be it.
Spine first.
I'm sorry.
Look at this.
What can Kozlov do at this point, Ken?
I feel like Kozlov's in a serious amount of trouble right now. You don't want to let Brodus Clay get any offense in on you, especially not this much offense. That's right, turn it around, Kozlov. Just as I was saying.
I don't believe it. Momentum's changed hands again. Brodus has him.
Brodus Clay.
Brodus Clay.
Intercepted.
Just went over the shoulder and got the arm caught on Brodus Clay. It's the second time we've seen Kozlov attempt that, at least.
How is this possible?
How is this possible?
Fast enough.
Oh, submission. The holds. Whoa.
Would you look at this? Can you believe it? This is an undying will to succeed.
Oh, here comes Mason Ryan. Why not, huh? Why not provide the backup? If the guy looks like he could use it, I say why not?
And he's getting out of there.
He's not doing any damage as long as he just kind of sits by and watches.
saw the devastation.
He's looking at it.
Well, apparently he just wanted a closer look.
Kozlov may be looking for something big.
The Iron Curtain descends.
He is definitely going to have those ribs looked at after this match. Uh-oh.
Trying to put
Is this
him
going to be
away.
enough to get the job done? Drops him down flat on his back. Brodus Clay. It all depends on what Mason Ryan's looking to do, really. Here's the cover. Is this going to be it? Referee, what are you doing? Even when I'm not in support of what's happening. There was no reason to go walk over and look at him. Stop it. Enough. Count the pin. Oh no, I think it's broken again. God, I hate WWE 12. The more I play it, the more I'm like, wow, this game had way too many problems. I don't think Mason Ryan's going to get ejected if he comes up a third time, because the referee's not grabbing him, so he's not telling him off. So I think we're stuck in a loop, just like David Otunga with the whole Randy Orton thing. We are once again stuck in a loop that would just run out the time limit. Yep. Okie dokie. Well, Brodus Clay wins. What a great ending. Thank you, WWE 12.